Hey, what's going on, guys? Team here. Today we're going to be checking out the new Deadlock patch that just dropped. I'll link the patch notes down below if you'd like to check those out. A lot of this stuff I'm not going to cover. I picked out the most important things because I want to get you this information quick and in a hurry. I took all the things that I think are important and we're going to discuss them here. Go check out the full patch notes if you want to read everything. Okay, here we go. Let's hop right into it. Added the new hero, Mirage. This is the new hero that they've been working on for a pretty good while now, the one with the tornado. I have a video on my channel as well that goes over this character if you want to go check that out. Added an initial anti-cheat detection system. When a user is detected as cheating during the game session, the opponents will be given a choice between banning the user immediately and ending the match, so the enemy team can ban them immediately and just end the match right there, or turning the cheater into a frog for the rest of the game and then banning them afterwards. So you can turn them into a frog and make it a 5v6 and troll them. The system is set to conservative detection levels as we work on a V2 anti-cheat system that is more extensive. We will turn on the banning of users in a couple of days after the update is out. When a match is ended this way, the results will not count for other players. So there you go. Added global Quickcast support. So you know how if you're playing Geist, you have to press your ability, and then there's this massive circle on the ground that shows you where it's going to be. And then you have to click again to throw it. Quickcast makes it to where wherever my crosshair is, I just press the ability once and it throws it. Okay, you don't have to press your ability and then aim it and then press it again. Okay, quick cast is, I don't know if they have this in Dota, but they have it in League. This is very good. You can now configure abilities and or items to be quick cast mode globally. So you can use this for your items as well. So you don't have to like click decay and then press it again on someone. You just, wherever your crosshair is, you press it, it's going on that person. Use this for shiv ults as well. You can also customize each ability individually to be quick cast or not. So if you don't want some to be quick cast, you want to be able to see your cast range and where it's going to be, like your Geist bomb or whatever, you can choose to keep that turned off. This also supports grenade style abilities. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to get into the weapons now. Weapons, and then we're going to get into the character changes. Monster rounds, bullet resistance versus NPCs reduce. Just going to make you take more damage in lane from creeps. Now, high velocity mag, the bullet velocity has been reduced. So characters that run bullet velocity mag, they're just going to, bullets are going to travel further slower. Restorative shot, cooldown reduced from 6.2 seconds to 5.5. Another buff to restorative shot. Hollow point ward, spirit shield increased, so going to make you tankier against spirit damage. Headshot booster, fire rate reduced from 5% to 4%. They also changed Headshot Booster to a prerequisite for Headhunter as well. Okay. Kinetic Dash, fire rate reduced from 25% to 20%, and also the max fire rate duration reduced as well. Just a slight nerf. Berserk, damage required per stack reduced from 110 to 100. So this is something that some Mo's run, some shivs run this, I guess. Abrams. Mystic Shot, damage spirit scaling increased. So this is good on Pocket and characters that run those. A lot of characters that run Mystic Shot. Melee charge impact now increases your ammo for that magazine instead of reloading. You used to punch and it would reload your gun. So if your ammo is 2 out of 8, it now becomes 10 out of 8 and reloads you instantly if in the middle of a reload. Melee charge, the cooldown has been increased from 8.5 seconds to 10 seconds. Intensified magazine, shoot your gun, and over time, I think it was over 3 seconds, you get up to 75% weapon damage. Now you're only getting 60. Wraith and Haze would run this sometimes. Wraith and Haze would run this too. It's got escalating resilience, fire rate reduced from 14% to 12%. This is just going to give you bullet resist the longer you shoot, so people would combine these two. Headhunter, this is a $3,000 item. This prerequisite for Headshot Booster. Now requires Headshot Booster, no longer grants the 50% bullet velocity, but now it grants 5% fire rate and it fixed it not being affected by cooldown reduction. So you can actually go cooldown reduction, and this is available to the passive that it gives, the plus 140 damage, I think, on Headshot. It can be affected by cooldown reduction. You can use it more often now. Pristine Emblem now requires high velocity mag. So they changed Pristine Emblem to now require the high velocity mag instead of Headhunter, and now it grants 35% bullet velocity. Titanic mag, now I guess they're just not seeing enough people use it, so the ammo is going to increase from 100 to 120. Sharpshooter fixed the fall off reduction not working properly. Frenzy, low HP spirit resist, changed to bullet resistance. Spiritual Overflows is a 6,300 item, now grants plus 250 bullet shield. Not many, like Infernus runs this, Pocket can run it. Silencer now grants plus 12 spirit. You just pop it. Silences everybody 3.5 seconds. Ricochet fire rate reduced from 12% to 10%. And they also made it to where Ricochet does not bounce to targets that are outside of your line of sight anymore. So Ricochet did get nerfed twice. Vampiric Burst fixed casting it, interrupting sliding. Siphon Bullets moved to tier 4 Vitality item. And Shadow Weave is now a tier 4 weapon item. Okay, here are the Vitality item changes. Melee Lifesteal, Abrams. Melee damage reduced 13 to 12. Gugai also. Punchman. Melee lifesteal, heal versus non-heroes reduced, so creeps and lave. You can't just sit there and just punch them over and over and over. Maybe you take a little bit of damage now. Extra stamina recovery increase. It's just going to help you move around the map more because they did make the map larger, which I'll show you later in a little bit. Restorative Locket no longer requires max stacks to restore stamina points, so now anytime you pop it, you get a stamina point back. Still don't think people are going to run it. Divine Barrier, bonus health reduced. Oof, okay. It's another nerf to Divine Barrier. This is ran on some people's support. Viscous. It might be ran on the new character as well. We'll see. Combat Barrier fire rate while shielded reduced from 8% to 6%. And weapon damage while shielded reduced from 28 to 25. Bullet shield increased. So the bullet shield you're getting is plus 25. That's like nothing. And it got double nerfs here. So combat barrier not as good. I wonder what data they were seeing that said this was super strong. Health Nova, weapon damage increased from 10% to 12%. Return fire while active grants plus 25% bullet resistance. This is the one where you press it and you redirect 70% of the damage. Oh, they nerfed it down to bullet damage returned. So if like a haze is shooting you and focus you, you can pop this. You return 60% of the damage and you're going to gain 25% bullet resist. But it no longer grants 7% fire rates, and the spirit power has been increased on it as well. Fixed ricochet bullets not returning the right amount of damage. Okay, so now it works against ricochet. And bullet armor. Bullet resistance increased. So now bullet armor is just going to make you take less weapon damage. So they buffed it. They also They also buffed the improved bullet armor, the 3000 version. Veilwalker, let's do first. No longer grants 20% fire rate, whatever. Improved bullet armor. Bullet resistance increased from 45% now to 50. Fortitude bonus health increased from 275 to 300. Life Strike cooldown reduced from 5.25 to 5, and fixed proc healing more than once when hitting multiple targets. So if Abrams hit multiple targets, he could proc Life Strike on multiple at the same time. So if you stun 3 people into a wall, Life Strike hit all 3, boom, juicy. Shadow Wave moved to a tier 4 weapon item. Again, Siphon Bullets is now a tier 4 vitality item, and Siphon Bullets no longer grants plus 28% weapon damage. Siphon Bullets now grants 18% bullet resist. And Colossus, the slow radius is increased from 12 meters to 14 meters. Still don't think this is going to be enough for people to spend that much money on it. Soul Rebirth increases the base respawn rate by 15 seconds. Like, that's pretty good. Plus, it gives CDR and other stuff, so a little buff to Soul Rebirth. Unstoppable can no longer be cast during channels. So if you're already channeling like Hazel, you can't pop it. Spirit items, Ammo Scavenger. Ammo reduced from 15% to 10%. A lot of people run Ammo Scavenger now. Health reduced from 60 to 40. Duration reduced from 35 to 30. Max stacks reduced from 12 to 10. So they just nerfed this over and over and over again. 4x nerfs. Spirit Strike no longer grants plus 0.8 health regen. Okay. Mystic Reach ability range increased from 16% to 18%. So Mystic Reach is going to be better now. Now provides 6% bullet resist instead of spirit resist. Withering Whip no longer grants 8% fire rate. Spirit power increased from plus 4 to plus 6. This is a $1,250 spirit item. Now it grants plus 1 spirit. The cast range has been increased from 24 meters to 30, so you can cast it easier on people. And the fire rate slow has been increased from 40% to 45%. So that's a 50% fire rate slow. Still don't know. I think there's better options in Spirit for that price point of items you want to get. Quicksilver Reload no longer triggers if your ammo is at max value already. Decay, cooldown increase. So Decay is a really good item. They increase it by 13 seconds. And the cast range scaling has been reduced as well, 0.2 to 0.16. Improved Reach now provides 12% bullet resist instead of 12% spirit resist. Improved Spirit power increase, so they want people running more Improved Spirit. Knockdown now causes enemies to fall down faster, which is good. Needed a faster way to stun people. out of stuff. Torment Pulse health bonus increased from 140 to 160. Could be a buff to Mo and other characters that run Torment Pulse. Spirit Power damage scaling increase as well, so a double buff to Torment Pulse. Probably weren't seeing it bought much. Rapid Recharge, faster time between charges increase. So this is about the lashing characters that use Rapid Recharge. Cooldown reduction for charged abilities increased from 25% to 30%. Magic Carpet, fixed it consuming stamina when jumping off. Escalating exposure, fixed the bonus damage being reduced twice by resistance. Bullet resist increased from 8% to 16% on refresher, and it also had the spirit resistance reduced from 16% to 8%. Echo Shard now has a 0.3 second cast delay like the refresher. Okay, here we go. Now, hero changes. Abrams, boom. Infernal resistance reduced. Nerf. Infernal resilience tier 3 reduced from 9% to 8%. Siphon Life Spirit scaling increased, though, from 0.2 to 0.3. In fixed cases where shoulder charge is unexpectedly slamming, quote-unquote, into walls and stairs, so you won't get as many bugged slams. Shoulder charges into walls on Abrams now. Hook range reduced. Kumbaya. Hyper beam duration. Spirit scaling reduced. Kumbaya. Just delete this character from the game. Thank you. Singularity radius reduced. Whatever. Great Talon. Arrow cycle time reduced from 0.4 to 0.45 seconds. Overall DPS has been unchanged. Rain of arrows can be alternately casted to remain near the ground. And fixed air dash during Rain of Arrows going half the distance. Guided Owl bonus, Spirit of Death now has a 3-second. I don't even know. Very slight turn rate improvements and Guided Owl radius increase from 12 meters to 13 meters. Again, I'm a man, so I play characters that are point blank inside of their face, okay? I'm eating their ass. And here we go, on to Haze. I know a lot of people play Haze. Haze just got bopped over the head. Sleep Dagger hitbox reduced. Used to get hit behind stuff all the time. Now my character's skinny. Fixed refresher not working properly with Smoke Bomb. What? Fixed some items that didn't proc before. Test the bullets, lucky shot. And Mystic Shot, so this is going to be a buff because now they'll proc correctly. Bullet Dance now miraculously shows who it is shooting. Fixed Bullet Dance, sometimes not obeying line of sight accurately, so this is a small nerf. Bullet Dance bullets are now affected by Time Wall, so this is a nerf because Paradox can become a counter to Haze. You can just sit behind the Time Wall. Bullet Dance evasion reduced from 50% to 25%, so now you can focus Haze and kill her easier when she's ulting. And Bullet Dance fire rate reduced from 25% to 15%. Yeah, GG. I'll have to test it more to see how strong of a nerf it is, but I mean, this is a buff, but yeah, nerf. Now it accurately shows who it's shooting, so it's easier to get away from and easier to see. Bullet Dance sometimes, so it's just nerf, 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 nerf. Ivy, Stone Form now works against airborne targets. That's pretty cool. Kudzu Bomb Tier 3 now also grants +2 meters radius. Kudzu Bomb Spirit Power scaling increases. Buff, buff, buff. Fixed clicking noise while flying while disarmed. Buff. Fixed being able to Stone Form during a take flight animation to circumvent the vulnerable cast period. This is a nerf. Kelvin, dirt, nerfed, 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 nerfed. Actually, that doesn't matter. Headshot bonus damage reduced. Bullet damage growth reduced. Arctic beam movement slow reduced as well. This was huge. Jeez, that character's so annoying. Moving through breakables while an ice pump destroys them. Lady Geist. Lady Geist got buffed last patch as well. Life Drain cooldown reduced from 42 seconds to 30. That's 12 seconds. I wonder what you can get that to with improved cooldown now. Malice cooldown reduced from 6.25 to 6 seconds. Malice Tier 1 improved from minus 2.75 seconds cooldown to minus 3 seconds. Lady Geist also gets fixed Life Drain, not healing extra based on amplifications like Soul Shredder and Malice stacks. Sprint increased from 1 to 1.5, so you're going to be able to move around the map faster. Remember, the map is also larger because the two middle lanes now are further away from the outer lanes, so I will show you very soon. McGinnis, fixed looking up, circumventing the minimum range on wall and barrage. Now can now cast parry to cancel your ultimate ability and fix various issues of spectral wall indoors. Holy, that character. Mo and Krill, combo duration reduced from 2.75 seconds to 2.5. Nerf. Combo damage spirit scaling increased though, so you get more damage on it now. Combo kill trigger now has a 3-second buffer window to get credit. Okay. Sandblast Tier 1 reduced from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. Okay, so it's worse early now. And the range got increased from 30 meters to 35. Burrow base speed increased, so you're going to be faster in the base speed. But the Tier 3 speed has been reduced from +3 to +2. Paradox Pulse Grenade Tier 3 now also grants +2% damage amp. because this character just does no damage really. Fix being unable to be damaged by multiple time walls. Pocket. Affliction no longer goes through a boo. So you used to be able to just pop this anywhere, his ult, and it would hit everyone through walls. So powerful. Barrage tier 3 reduced, so they nerfed the damage amplification as well. So double nerfs. This is a pretty big nerf. Affliction no longer goes through walls. That's a pretty big nerf. Static charge, stun duration reduced, so this is going to be a buff to 7. Static charge tier 3 reduced from 1.1 to 0.9. Static charge radius reduced from 6 meters to 5 meters. Static charge can now be alternate casted on the self, and it does not stun you, so you can cast it on yourself, blink into somebody, or whatever. Static charge now respects line of sight as well. Okay. 7, Lightning Ball Tier 3 now also gives plus 1 meter radius. Thank you for adding that in there. Shiv, Slice and Dice T2 reduced, so this is going to be a nerf to his second upgrade of his dash ability. Killing Blow Rage buildup per spirit damage reduced from 0.02 to that's going from 2 numbers to 3 numbers. That's a lot, right? It's Mississippi math. Killing Blow Rage drain rate increased from 0.3 to 0.35. Killing Blow full rage bonus reduced from 20% to 15%. And Killing Blow tier 2 increased from 5% to 10%. Vindicta, gun cycle time increased from 0.19 seconds to 0.22. Same overall DPS though. Stake, distance enemies are allowed to move increase, so this is kind of a nerf. You can wiggle around a little bit more. Max fall off reduced from 58 meters to 45. Fixed flight ending if you touch the ground. Low HP indication now also shows up while unscoped. Assassination zoom level reduced a bit. It's just, yeah, I've always thought it was annoying how much you zoom in. Flight duration spirit scaling reduced from 0.2 to 0.15. And Viscous, the cube cleanse is now part of tier 2, so if somebody pops like Bebop bombs on you or Pocket ult, you could just, when you're at tier 2 for your cube, it cleanses those. So now it's just tier 2. You can't get it at tier 1. Puddle Punch enemy warning time increased from 0.35 seconds to 0.45. It's kind of a nerf. Not really though, whatever. Bullet damage reduced, that's a nerf. You can now use down dash during cube ball. It's a buff. Fixed Phantom Strike, not positioning you correctly when using it with your goo ball. Cool, that's a buff. Splatter Post cast delay reduced from 0.5 seconds to 0.2. Cool. Warden, binding word, escape range, and escape time increase. So the escape range, you have to go further now to get out of it, but the escape time you get is also increased by 15%. Last stand spirit scaling increased from 0.9 to 1.2, so this is buff. I don't know if this is a buff or just kind of simple. We'll see. Yamato, bullet damage growth reduced, so this is for weapon damage builds. Yamato's not going to be as good now. Crimson Slash fire rate slow reduced as well. Fire rate got a nerf overall in the game. I'll show you. Fix various issues with flying strike pathing. Shadow transformation duration reduced from 5 seconds to 0.5. Shadow transformation tier 3 duration increased though. Shadow transformation no longer provides unlimited ammo. All right, now let's get into some of the miscellaneous gameplay things that they changed that I found interesting. Side lanes are now a little bit further apart. So as you can tell here, the mini map, it's pretty substantial. You have to go in and check it as well. This is like the purple lane previously. See how it's kind of tight through here? See how this is much larger? You'll see it in game, but these areas are much larger. Like this walker right here, this lane, it's much more open than the yellow lane right here. It's a lot bigger. Let me go back to my little notepad here to stay on track. Added a first blood bonus bounty for first kill each player gets. Grants 150 souls, so it's going to help you snowball early if you get a kill. Some latency-related calculation improvements that help orbs be a little less deny favored, so you're going to get denied less, and orbs now appear a little smaller to the enemies that are trying to deny them. So people that are trying to deny your orbs are going to have to be more accurate with them and aim more. Fire rate slow is now stacked diminishingly. So I was talking about fire rate. Here we go. Crimson Slash, fire rate slow reduced from 30% to 20%. Fire rate slow is now stacked diminishingly. Okay, so nerf to fire rate slows. Reju bonus is no longer consumed by dead players. They have it on their next life now. Killer to assist bounty ratio reduced from 2.0 to 1.7, so slightly more towards assist now. Mid-game respawn time increases a bit, reaches 50 seconds at 20 minutes. So at 20 minutes, you're going to have a 50-second respawn timer. So they're trying to end games early instead of 40 seconds at 20 minutes. So now it's just 10 seconds longer. Teleporter delay reduced, so you can teleport around the map faster now. Guardians now deal 10% more damage to players. Harder to dive tier 1 towers, but 10%, man, I feel like they already do no damage past 10 minutes. Sinner Sacrifice now grants a permanent golden statue bonus when it is killed. These are the slot machines. Fix Sinner Sacrifice sharing bounties to nearby allies. So now basically only one person can get the slot machines on the map. It's not going to share. Added indicator on the HUD to help you track your passive cooldown items when they are 1 second for ready. So headshot booster, medic bullets, etc. You'll see a little flashing indicator that they're coming off of cooldown. Now, if you would like to know more, again, I'll put the patch notes in the description if you would like to go check these out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I stream daily, twitch.tv/thump. Look how easy this is. Boom, just right there. Twitch.tv/Temp. I'll answer any of the questions that you have. Please follow me. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. If you learned anything, and you guys have a wonderful day. All right, we're going to consistently be uploading, and I'll see you guys with more uploads soon. Bye. Take care.